isn't public, isn't known that we can do these things, I can feel their presence, moods, doom, emotions, tones. I can see some perception of colour in my mind's eye. Texture. I can see texture in skin. I don't know if I mentioned this. I can see Glenn's hand or whatever. I can sort of perceive. If I look at my hand, I'm like, oh, that looks like Glenn's hand or whatever. Like his sort of like texture of him or whatever. It's most unusual sort of like behaviours and things like that. So, displaying and things. I'm obviously incredibly sane. I honestly would say I was one of the sanest people on the planet. Texture didn't text me. Typical tip, I call. Patterns, colour, cooler. Tones, turns into something. Presence, structures. I did suffer some sort of like I struggled to, I knew what happened, but later on, my memory recall of what happened with the invention, the things that they did with that, it's difficult to recall in like extreme detail. My memory is different. My memory, I think, is studied. My memory is very different from most people's. The way I'm encoding it or whatever, encoding it like that. Read my thought and invention. We create meanings. We're sharing an environment. If I meant it, and it's so surely distant. This sentence, this standing, this understanding. It's my imagination. Smell, taste, and sight. I cried and laughed at them at one point. There were paradoxes in my consciousness when they met me at first. I have something about Google. I was in room G, and it was Google. There was also like this or whatever, because they called me whatever, and it was like a joke or whatever about this TV show, because they referenced certain things in the TV show, blah blah, lines and things, and I recognised lines, and sort of I had my own lines and things. So it's Google search room G, so it's good or God, and then GLE, which is like Glenn, so it's good God, GLEN, Glenn, good. Rome wasn't built in a day. Google Chrome. Faces, you search on Google for faces, search CRCH, research, or reach, or site is or was G, high technology. I'm not there anymore. Tottenham Hale it was to intent, harm, legal, hail, legal, illegal, Tottenham, to then, fame, to intent, tot, which is like thought or taught, net, internet, name, harm, to intent, harm. You can tell that people, have sort of processed this and understood it, I think. To intent harm, there's also in there, is there? Well, I thought there was. Oh, because it was the street name and things. That the offence, the assault and the mind rape and the I'm a victim that happened, I genuinely find it like difficult, and I've tried so many times to write about it, to talk about it. It was one of the most like fucked up things ever. It was one of the most like, everyone's treating me like shit, nobody believes me. People walk up to me, they say some dumb shit to me, and it's like, fucking hell, like, I'm being fucking molested, like, fuck off. I predicted this years before. I hate them. I hate what they did to me. I resented it. I was really angry about it. I was like a victim of them, of the men. Glen is sort of like neglect, or lend, or lend, or learned, room G, learned. Dennis, like dentist, because I was neglected as a child, judging by my teeth. Send, N-E-D, send, is test, sit, need, sin, mental phenomenons. My name is Finn, phenomenons, phenomena, oh, Finn men are, I mean, that alone, I should do that one again. That one's great. That one's absolutely fantastic. The assaults happened on Lieber Street in student halls. It was like a hallucination. People obviously think you're obviously hallucinating or whatever. It was on Liebus, which is like believe us, leave us, abuse, celebrities, subtle, busted, subjective, substance. This is serious. Intelligence, in telling I'm gentle. Yes, I do like that, so I'll do those again. It was like phenomenal.